Hello guys and welcome on this new video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. So of course this video guys is focusing mainly on analyzing the oil and the Dow Jones and the dollar, and recently I have added for you the pound JPY since I have seen a lot of comments asking me to add this pair, and I decided that this is gonna be the best place to add this pair, since actually the original weekly analysis video for the Forex pairs is actually loaded and it's already long. It's more than 30 minutes in duration, and therefore I decided that there is actually no space to add the pound JPY. But however, here we have a space, so therefore I decided let's just add it. Why not? Alright, so let's begin with the weekly analysis, and let's begin with the pound JPY. So regarding this pair, most likely right now the pair based on the daily chart is actually gonna be bearish for this week. What we can see right now on the pair is actually a clear head and shoulders pattern which has appeared on the daily chart, and basically we can actually start shorting the pound JPY as soon as possible once we identify the best levels as a resistance levels. So let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Excellent. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we can see clearly that we had here a broken level of a resistance exactly at 162.948. Now if we look at the left side, however, we can confirm that this level has also been a very strong key support level, and in the past it also was a strong key resistance level. So therefore this actually can be our safe zone, just like this, because this is of course the highest level where the market has ever been able to reach before start the bearish reversal. And if we look at the current time as well, we can notice right here, my friends, that this zone which I have drawn here has actually been a strong key support level right here and right there as well. So if I scroll more to the current time, we can notice right here that the market has indeed gave up actually after trying to break out from that level of a resistance at 163.989. The market has actually shown here a strong attempt to break out from that level of a resistance, but the fall was also sharp as well. Therefore, most likely this level is so strong, and therefore most likely the pound JPY is gonna indeed start the fall after retesting the broken level of a resistance right here. Now another way to confirm this is of course by draw here a trend line, and as we can see right here, that level of a resistance trend line is most likely gonna be respected. Therefore I believe selling right here exactly at 162.948 is gonna be ideal for the pound JPY, and we can actually expect from the market to continue the fall till it reach that level of a support at 160.500. Therefore we are going to start shorting the pair exactly from that point. And of course I will write for you guys the levels where we can start selling, and of course the edge of the safe zone and the take profit level as well. I'm just making sure it's right there exactly at that level. As you can see guys, I'm not so familiar with the trading view chart. However, I believe this is the right analysis for the pound JPY. Let me now write the signal for you. That should be everything for the pound JPY. Let's now move to the Dow Jones. Alright, now regarding Dow Jones updates, as we can see, my friends, if I go now to the weekly chart, we can notice right here, and by the way guys, I have to mention something important right here. This is of course purely technical analysis. You can never ignore the fundamentals. You can never ignore the news, especially for the oil and the DXY and the Dow Jones. These three pairs are highly affected by the news. And let me just remind you guys that on next Tuesday we're having the core CPI news on the USD pair at 4:30 p.m. Dubai time, 12:30 p.m. GMT time. So again, please be extra careful and be aware that all the analysis that you are about to receive right now might actually be impacted or changed upon the news that you are seeing right now. Please be sure to close any open position before the news hit the market. Here is my warning, here is my reminder. So it's really now up to you how to handle these signals. I have done my part by telling you that this news can actually change the entire direction of the market, not only on Tuesday, but also on Wednesday as well. We're having the core retail sales for the USD pairs at the same time as well. So therefore, again, all the analysis that you are about to receive right now might actually be changed upon the impact on the market by this news. So I have done my part, the rest is on you. Anyway, let's now see what we can do about the Dow Jones updates. Now, if I'm not mistaken, actually, the market is most likely right now gonna continue the rise till it reach that level of a resistance at 32510.21. Now, let me just tell you something in a brief. This is, of course, the weekly chart. And right now, my goodness, I'm having trouble to draw using the trading view. I practiced it before recording, but at the time of recording, I'm completely blind again. I'm trying to, yes, right here. Okay. So it's at the brush. Okay. So as you can see right here, we're having that support zone, as you can see, and the Dow Jones has actually reached the bottom level of that support, which means that the Dow Jones right now has actually reached an oversold zone, and most likely is getting ready now for a bullish rally, which means it's gonna make a pullback this week. Therefore, let's now just switch to the daily chart. All right, now on the daily chart, it's important to understand something, guys. We have to understand how Forex market usually works from technical view. So once we are having, of course, a support level or a support trend line, and if we have seen a bearish breakout from that level of a support trend line, usually what will gonna happen is that the market is gonna continue to fall till it reaches the absolute low, the strongest level of a support or a key support level, and from that point it's gonna make a pullback and rise again to reach the same level of a broken support trend line, to retest that level to create right now a new resistance trend line. We can actually go through the history if you wish to. For example, give me a second, guys. For example, I just want normal line. I don't want, I don't know, trend line, maybe this one. All right. So as you can see right here, for example, we're having this broken level of a support trend line. And as you can see, this was, of course, the bearish breakout candle. Now, if we check the history, this level right here, 32510, was actually a very strong key support level. It was, of course, Fibonacci 61.8 as well. And if we look at the left side, it has also been respected in the past. And it was, of course, a strong key resistance level as well. Now, what happened later is, after that bearish breakout candle, the market has reversed just exactly on the same level of that support and rose again to retest the broken level of a support trend line, and here it has created a resistance trend line. That's how usually Forex market works. And if you check the history, you will see this happening almost every single time. We can go through one last example if you wish to. We can see right here, for example, that broken level of a resistance trend line. Check this out, exactly right like this. We can see that we had here a resistance trend line, which has recently been broken out from. Then the market has rose again, reaching that level of a key resistance level, and afterward it fall again to retest the broken level of a resistance trend line to create a new support trend line. That's usually how Forex market works. That's the reason I'm telling you that most likely we're having here also a very strong key support level. This level has also been a very strong key resistance level as well. It was a very strong key support level in the past, and therefore we can actually expect from the Dow Jones right now to make a pullback and start the rise again to retest the same level of a broken support exactly right here at 32563. Therefore, and based on the daily chart, we are looking to start buying the Dow Jones and just start selling right after the market reached the broken level of a support trend line to create a new resistance trend line. Now, of course, that being analyzed based on the daily chart, which means we have about 3 or 4 days before the market starts the bearish reversal. Therefore, the broken level of a support right here is going to be actually our target. So 32526 is going to be our target for buying the Dow Jones. And if I go now to the 1 hour time frame, we can actually identify on the left side the real level of a support. And right now we can see that we are having here the strongest level of a key support as well. Therefore, if I just zoom in like this, now we can see right here exactly this level right there. Let me just be accurate as much as possible. Like this. Fantastic. Yes, fantastic. Let me just make sure. You just want to double sure. Yes, double confirm. Everything seems right. It seems correct. Yes. So as you can see right here, oh my goodness. Okay. So as you can see right here, my friends, based on the 1 hour time frame, the level of 31924 was actually a very strong level as a support. As you can see right here with these two candles, I don't know why they're both blue, but however, this is, of course represents the support number 1. Therefore, buying the Dow Jones again, exactly on the second attempt of a support, can actually guarantee us a good entry, and therefore we can keep the trade running till the market reach the broken level of a support at 32526. Now, if I want to switch to the 30-minute time frame to see this in more detail, as you can see, That price action, my friends, usually indicates for a bullish reversal. This price action right here, once it's being spotted on a support level, it usually indicates for a bullish reversal, and that can be seen also by the next candle. It also was bearish until the bulls pushed the market up, and this candle has actually closed with a long tail. And as we can see, this price action recently, based on the 30-minute time frame as well, confirms that this is going to be a bullish reversal price action. Therefore, buying exactly at this point, in my opinion, is going to be ideal. However, the safe zone this time is going to be, the safe zone should actually be placed just right there till the lowest level of the support, exactly right there at 316.32. However, we're going to start buying the Dow Jones exactly like this from this level of a support. Guys, I'm trying my best. Wait a minute. This is for shorting. I mean for long. Yeah, long. How come? 1 second, guys. All right, I admit I got confused here. For some reason, I thought that the green is where we are selling. It's okay, I got confused about this, guys. Anyway, this is your signal for the Dow Jones. Hopefully, it's going to be in profitable, and hopefully, everything is going to be fine. Let's now move to the DXY. All right, so the dollar right now has actually shown right here a strong fake breakout from that long-term resistance at 105.071. Now, let me just tell you something, guys. The news for the dollar right now is not actually how can I say this in the right terms? It's not actually promising at all. We have heard about many banks right now. Actually, one big bank in US. Let me bring the news for you. 1 second. So this news, as you can see, my friends, the Silicon Valley Bank is shut down by regulations in the biggest bank failure since global finance crisis. Now, actually, guys, this news might actually make an impact on the dollar, and most likely it's going to cause the dollar to lose some of its strength, which it has already gained in the past few months. However, I strongly believe that it's all also up to the news that will gonna happen on next Tuesday and of course next Wednesday as well. They can actually boost or actually give a boost to the dollar, but of course it depends on this news. But however, the current situation for the dollar is not so promising. Therefore, most likely we are going to start shorting the dollar. And therefore, we have to identify the strongest levels of a resistance, and that can be seen exactly at 105.071. So based on the daily chart, we can see right here that the market has formed a real level of a resistance right here for multiple attempts. Then finally, the market has actually shown here a fake breakout. We have thought that the gold, I keep saying the gold, I don't know why. The dollar has actually made a bullish breakout from that level of a resistance and was ready to create a new support trend line, or actually a strong support attempt based on the support level right here. But that didn't happen. And instead, the dollar just kept falling again, reaching the absolute lowest level of the support at 104, revisiting that area before now start the bullish reversal. That's what was missing. Yeah, this one. Okay, so 104.089 was the lowest level that the gold has actually been able to reach. Now, the gold is just getting liquidity and getting ready for the fall, and therefore, if I'm not mistaken, selling the gold exactly at that level of a previous resistance, which is the nearest one to that fake breakout, to the bearish breakout candle at 105.071 is going to be the best level where we can start shorting the gold. Add to this that we're having here also a resistance trend line, and check this out. It seems like the market is eventually going to be able to respect that level of a resistance trend line, and afterwards it's going to continue the fall. All the signs right now for the current time says that the dollar should be good to be shorted exactly from that level. However, for the take profit level, it's going to be, in my opinion, right here, the absolute lowest level of a strong key support level at 103.753. And therefore, the safe zone should not actually be ranging higher than this level of a real, the highest level of the fake breakout exactly right here at 105.628. That's your signal for the dollar. Let me now write the signal for you. So that's everything for the dollar. Let's now move to the oil. All right, so actually, guys, for the oil, I have read actually a lot of articles, and to be honest with you guys, I just want to save your time right here and telling you that most of the experts are actually expecting from the oil to reach the price of 100. actually the news from the OPEC and from Saudi are so promising right now, and it's so good for the oil. So far, I don't see any reason for the oil to fall. Most likely, it's going to continue to rise, and we can actually expect from the oil to make the final breakout from that long-term channel which the oil has actually been running through. Since actually December 2022, the oil has actually been running inside of this channel. It is now somehow actually inside a neutral channel, if I ever find how to draw a triangle like this. Okay. So as you can see, the oil right now is running through inside this neutral channel. So most likely right now, we can actually expect from the oil to make the final bullish breakout from that level of a resistance trend line. However, it's important to mention something here. I want to switch now to the weekly chart, and I want to show you something, guys, very interesting. Now, those who actually have been following me in my channel for a long time, they know the strategy called the magic of trend lines. Now, the basics of this strategy says that if you draw a support trend line from any point to any other point like this, you will notice that if you drag the very same support trend line and place it also on any point, you will notice that the market also being respecting those levels. For example, I have drawn here the support trend line from this point right here to this point. What I will do next is simply drag the same line exactly, and check this out. I have placed it right here on that point right here of that support, and as you can see, the market has indeed respected that level multiple times. Keep in mind, I'm on the weekly chart. Now, let's do this over and over. Let's do this again. Let's place it right here. Check this out. The market has also been respecting that level of a resistance trend line and became a support trend line. Let's keep rolling. I mean, no matter where you place it, you will see that the market has always been respecting those levels. As we can see also, that resistance trend line has also been respected. Now, what is the point here? The point here is, if we drag the same line and place it just right there, check this out. Just by placing it at the absolute lowest level of a support, which has actually been formed on April 2020. And as you can see, the market has also been respecting that level of a support trend line. That means that most likely the oil is actually, and supported by this broken level of a support, is most likely now going to continue the rise toward at least 92. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and moving to the daily chart, we can notice right here that we are having this price action. That candle right here, that candle, my friends, usually represents actually a strong sign of a bullish reversal. Once you see this candle appeared on a support zone, you can actually start buying the market. Allow me to show you a few examples. For the same candle appearing on a support zone, as you can see, the same candle right here has actually appeared on the support zone, and as you can see, the market rose afterwards. The same candle has also appeared right here, and the market rose again. Of course, the same candle has appeared right here, and the market rose as well based on the daily chart. Keep in mind, guys, I'm on the daily chart. And of course, vice versa. If this candle has appeared on a resistance level, usually indicates for a fall. As you can see right here, this is the candle right after this appearance on a resistance level, the market fall for 2 days. And again, we can see the same candle has appeared right here on the daily chart. And what happened later is that the market has made a sharp fall, and so on. Therefore, I really trust this candle, and most likely the oil is indeed going to continue to rise this week. Again, it's all up to the news. You cannot ignore the news. I have to remind you every single time I'm analyzing any pair that the news are coming, guys. They can actually change the entire direction of these signals. Again, please, guys, pay extra attention to this news. Anyway, now back to the 4-hour time frame to identify where exactly you can start buying the oil. Now, if I move right here and draw a horizontal line, as you can see, this was, of course, the nearest strong key support level to the entry. Exactly just like this. This was, of course, and by the way, guys, what I will do right here is simply use the same support trend line, which I have drawn earlier, and just place it like this. Fantastic. As you can see, I have moved it all the way to this support trend line, and as you can see, the candles actually going to continue the fall till they reach that level of a support trend line, and also the strong key support level right there. So I just need to actually raise this line a little bit more, just like this, to have a more convenient entry. And I believe this is going to be the best entry that we can have for the oil. And the safe zone should actually be ranging just till the absolute lowest level of a support at 73.89. However, the take profit level is going to be placed, of course, right here at the absolute highest level of a real resistance at 79.84. And there goes the signal, my friends, for the oil and the Dow Jones and the dollar and the pound GPY. Again, the last reminder about the news, guys. I will never get tired warning you over and over about this news, because I know that some of the followers here, they just don't know about this news, and they will just blame if the news has actually changed the entire direction of these signals. Of course, I have no power here over fundamentals. If this news were really bad or good for the dollar, I'm expecting it to be bad to the dollar, to be honest with you. But if it was good to the dollar, it will cause the entire signals to go in the opposite direction. If it was bad to the dollar, we can actually expect the opposite, and most likely it's gonna be in the right way, especially, of course, the dollar. Anyway, guys, I really hope it's gonna be good week for everybody, and hopefully it's going to be very profitable, and hopefully this analysis is going to be very helpful to everyone. So until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.